Hello everyone, it's Ross Balmer here again from the Private Practice Prep course, and I thought I'd just shoot a really quick couple of minute video just to show you a bit about what the course really is like. So we're going to have a little look through the handbook, and we've got our learning objectives there. Here we go. So to start off with, we start talking about the philosophy of private practice and how it differs from the NHS and the positives and negatives, looking at it from both sides. We then go on to talk about the clinical quality aspects of your practice and what key things you might want to focus on. For me, I like to make a point of always offering every patient a bit of education, some hands-on treatment and some exercise in every session, even the assessments. Then we talk about the types of practice you may want to be, and we go through everything from someone just working for another practice to someone setting up on their own, and do they want to be a partnership or do they want to be a sole trader or a company? And there's lots of helpful links along the way to help you with all of this. We go through where you get patients from, so whether it's the big insurers, for instance Bupa have just opened their doors again to taking on new physiotherapy practices. And then we go through everything from bidding for NHS contracts to how to compete against NHS outcomes to buying a private practice that's already made and how much that practice might be worth to you and what you may need to consider changing if you buy a pre-made private practice. We go through some advertising and marketing strategies and talking about how much they're likely to cost. We go through the use of analytics quite a lot, and this is something really important in a modern day practice because it helps you change your company as you understand more and more about your clientele. There's some bits there on practice management software, we've got some tax and VAT stuff, we've got some costing here if you're trying to compare your private salary to an NHS one, and it's quite interesting just how much your NHS contract's really worth and how much you need to earn to make that same amount of money in private practice. We go through how you might recruit someone, how you'd advertise, and actually I've got a template here of one of my old CVs when I first started in private practice, so you can help get out there and actually find a practice to maybe take those first few steps. Then we go through some manual therapy, and you've got some of my golden rules here. For instance, if you can do grade 4, you should do grade 4. Obviously that depends on your sin factors. And one of my other favourites, which is the more gentle you are, the more you feel. Which might seem a bit counterintuitive to some of you just starting off, but for those of us who've been around a few years with sore thumbs, you realise that's quite important. And then we go through some general exercise things, some goals we can set patients. So for instance, I'm a big fan of doing the 4-minute glutes because most people when they start can only do about 1.5 minutes, and it means that they're going to keep coming back to me until they can complete those 4 minutes. And then we've got some specialist techniques which really help get the patient on board, because after 30 seconds of intervention you can immediately see a change, and that's really powerful for the patient. They know they're getting their value for money. And then finally in the background here we've got some of the feedback forms we've had so far, and the feedback forms are really important to me because I've actually changed the course every single time based on the feedback we get. I also change it every time based on new things that are coming out all the time, and I continue to do things with my own practice, and I keep updating the course as I find things that work better. So, I hope you liked that little stroll around our handbook and what the course looks like. And if you have any questions, then just get in contact with us at www.supportandsustain.co.uk. Thanks.